Already.
I lie back on the sofa with my phone in my hand. Needles in my brain. A whining in my ears. The sensations never get any easier to endure. I look at the clock. It's about 1:45. There's a high school baseball game on TV.
Leon
In
Kennedy.
about 15... What?
Leon Kawada.
Who the fuck is Leon Kawada?
The ultimate baseball player.
What is this video you sent me?
What? It's just your average game of Bloodshot Roulette.
That's a...
In about 15 minutes, Karisu will finish the time leak machine. All it needs is some final adjustments, so there's nothing for me to do but wait. As the pain in my brain subsides, I realize that my head is throbbing. Why? Oh, I remember. Right before this, I had an argument with Mr. Braun, in which he introduced his fist to my skull. Ah, what the fuck?
Almost
That is not a sewing machine. Stop. Actually, stop.
Bluey.
Mayuri is at her sewing machine working on her costume. Daru is at his computer, collecting moe artwork from the internet.
Stop collecting digital circus pics, Daru.
You know that I find Pomni moe.
God, yeah.
I'm going to slap one of you if you suggest I do that. Anyway.
Why do I hear Your New Home playing? What the hell was that?
Me spamming buttons as Peacemaker, probably.
It has a tube of mini M&Ms. That's empty. Karisu is in the development room, upgrading the time leap machine. I sit, motionless, as minutes tick by. Suddenly, the sound of the sewing machine stops.
Hey, Mayuri.
Okay, can you come here?
Mayuri shows me her costume.
You're like a shot.
Shut up, Joker.
So that's how it did.
Say the line fit.
Oh god.
I'm gonna kill somebody. Back in the hole.
Mayushi, say flop again. Hell.
God damn it.
I did owe it downloaded directly to my camera roll. I gotta flop. I'm going to kill this man.
Stop it, perv.
I follow Mayuri's directions and spread the costume out by the sleeves.
I'm gonna send this to you. I'm gonna send this to you and then delete it.
Mayuri looks a little tired. She was working on this costume all night. But then she smiles, brighter than the sun.
All done.
I wonder what Doc would think of this video.
I said something here, didn't I? What was it? I can't remember.
I finished before Chris can. We were racing.
You win, Mayuri. Congratulations. But I'm finished too. fucking hate this video.
Karisu finishes connecting the 2 cords she's holding.
Next time we play through Yakuza 0, I'm just gonna randomly say this whenever Kuze pops up.
Complete.
Alright, that's my cue. We're not experimenting.
The fuck?
Crap, was that too soon?
I just finished and you're already shutting it down? What have I been doing these past 3 days?
Time leaping presents a host of problems. I want to consider them all carefully.
Huh? That's unusually respectful opinion coming from you.
The problem? I thought it was done.
I'll explain later. Everyone's tired, so let's go home.
But
Don't.
Not gonna have a party to celebrate?
We'll do that another day. I managed to convince Daru and Mayuri to leave. I lend Mayuri my phone charger since we use the same brand of phone. Karisu tries to go home too, but I quietly keep her back.
what?
Are you upset?
Yeah.
Probably because I shot her down right after she finished the time leap machine. She'll feel relieved later, but only after she has time to fully consider its implications. I came from 5 hours in the future. Karisu spears me with a piercing glare.
Is that supposed to be funny?
Her narrowed eyes make me believe that looks can kill. Don't glare like that! This isn't right. You're supposed to believe me.
What made you think I believed something like that?
Because I clicked out of the window. You told me so. 5 hours from now, okay?
Don't be ridiculous. I would never make such a baseless projection.
I'd like to have a word with future Karisu. If this is how you're going to be, then you leave me no choice but to quote you word for word. When I told you about my time leap, you said, I took it as proof that my theories were right. I didn't doubt it was true for a second. Don't forget, it was my mad skills that turned the phone wave into a time leap machine.
I don't talk like
no longer
that.
main subject to change?
What you want most right now is your own fork.
What?
Kreesu's face suddenly turns red. You already have your own spoon, apparently.
She said that? I'm gonna kill myself 5 hours from now.
We have time for temporal suicide later! She appears genuinely shocked for some reason, but I'm pretty sure she believes me now.
I feel like someone peeked into my heart, and that someone is Okabe, of all people.
Shut up, bitch! What does she think I'm going to do?
But I think I believe you. Tell me the details.
I explained everything to Karisu again. I'm able to organize my thoughts better since this is my second time.
I see. If what you say is true, then we have a serious problem.
There are 5 hours until Mayuri's death. We need to come up with a plan before then.
Future me said that the chronologically
Chronology?
protection conjecture holds. I don't think that's quite right. That conjecture says that according to quantum theory, time travel is impossible due to the danger of disrupting causality. But when you time leap, there's no chance of a time paradox occurring. Not yet.
That's when we get to the time machine Mark 3.
This will be
Two of me.
important later.
Two of me don't exist at the same time, and I can't bring anything with me to the past. All that changes are the memories stored in my temporal lobe. So at the very least, time leaping can't cause the grandfather paradox. So I was right. The universe itself is censoring me, correcting any change that I try to make.
If that's true, then time leaping can't save Mayuri. Nothing you do will change the result.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know how I did that.
It's okay, I read the whole thing.
I can't accept that.
Neither can I. The world is trying to kill Mayuri. As a scientist, I refuse to believe such nonsense. Fuck you, Death.
What about the many worlds interpretation? I just need to observe the world where Mayuri doesn't die.
The many worlds interpretation? That might have something to do with how Mayuri means of death keeps changing. But it's supposed to be impossible for parallel worlds to observe each other. Why are you different?
Because I'm a very special boy. My mom told me.
Protagonist, right?
Because of my Esper power. Reading Steiner.
This is no time for your Shinobu nonsense.
Trivial.
There's no other explanation.
You mentioned that reading Steiner thing before. Are you actually serious? You're actually serious, bro?
Why would I make up something like that?
Have you seen yourself?
Quiet voice in my head. Our D-mail experiments prove that I can somehow perceive changes in a timeline when they occur. It's an ability only I seem to possess.
I don't know, but I don't want to rely on something that may not even exist. Anyway, you can't control which possibilities you observe. Even if the many worlds interpretation holds true, it's unreasonable to expect that you'll ever find a world where Mayuri doesn't die.
Wait! We're not getting anywhere. Instead of analyzing what I've done, let's think about what we can do.
Time leaping won't change the result. I just said that.
Then what do we do?
Calm down.
You calm down! It was a missed input! How can I calm down? Do you know how many times I've seen Mayuri die? Covered in blood, gasping for air, the light fading from her eyes, again and again and again. And all I could do was watch. I hear my teeth grinding in my skull, recalling that despair, that feeling of utter powerlessness. Makes me want to lash out at everything within reach.
Getting emotional won't solve anything.
You're only calm because you weren't there.
True. I don't know what happens 5 hours from now. To be honest, it doesn't feel real at all. But it's not like I don't believe you. You have to stay strong, Okabe.
Karisu pats my arm. Her hand is warm and her touch is gentle. How American of her.
Fuck yeah!
Does anyone else hear a bald eagle?
No, I hear Peacemaker though.
Karisu? We have to hide, it's the feds. Sorry. She's right. Getting emotional won't solve anything. I need to calm down. Calm down. What I don't understand is how the cause can change but the effects stay the same. It's like causality itself is broken.
Maybe Kiryu Moeka shooting her isn't a real cause of her death. Maybe it's something larger and less obvious. For example, maybe she died because we invented a time machine, or because CERN discovered our hacking. If that's the case, then it doesn't really matter how she dies. Causality remains intact.
Can that theory explain why Ney pushed her in front of a train?
Oh, right. Anyway, the principle of causality is absolute. Deny that, and you deny all of physics.
Bitch, we made a time machine!
True, we did. There must be a distinct cause for Mayuri's death.
Hello?
Hey, Rando.
Rando.
Hey, May! How you doing?
Hey.
So if we figure out what it is, then maybe we can save her.
I see.
And maybe I'll stop fucking dragging this goddamn window with my fucking stylus.
Not necessarily, Mass.
And maybe I'll eventually get back to that drawing of the unknown I was working on. What do you mean?
The problem is when the casual event occurred. If it happened too far in the past, then there's nothing we can do.
But I can travel to any time I had a cell phone, can't I?
No, it's still theoretical. I believe that one leap with our machine has a maximum range of 48 hours.
May, cooking as always. It's look really nice.
"48 hours? I can only go back 2 days. Why didn't you tell me that before?"
Before what? I just finished the time leap machine, remember?
That's true. Future you didn't say anything about it either.
Oh, so that's what you mean. Maybe she just didn't have the chance. Oh, that's you. Oops.
So how come I can only leap 48 hours?
I don't know. Even I don't understand everything that's going on inside that thing. But you can do consecutive leaps. That is, as long as the timely machine exists. For example, if the timely machine remains functional for 10 straight years, you could leap back to this moment 10 years from now. Of course, it would take a total of 1,825 leaps, so I don't recommend it. Still, it's theoretically possible.
Write that number down.
Okay,
Oh.
done.
Then what's the problem?
Weren't you listening? I said, as long as a time leap machine exists. When was the machine completed?
Ah.
Exactly an hour ago, August 13th, 2010, 2 p.m. or thereabouts. It didn't exist before then. It's impossible to use the machine before 2 p.m. today.
So what you're saying is... Count 48 hours back. I can't go back further than 2 p.m. on the 11th? Kurisu nods, her expression grave.
Most likely.
Can't you improve it?
Eventually. Maybe. But certainly not now. I need a real laboratory with real equipment. It would be expensive, which means we need sponsors.
This video is brought to you by NordVPN.
This video is
Real.
brought to you by Squarespace. If we
Gamer
You don't know.
subs. Gamer fuel. Gamer. Gamer.
the most oppressive group of
Gamer.
all,
Gamer.
gamers.
Gamer. Gamer.
This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Fuck no.
Raid Shadow Legends! Honkai Star Rail!
This video is sponsored by Spike Toonsaw.
We wish.
This video is sponsored to you by the voices in my head. They're screaming in agony.
If we go looking, I'm pretty sure CERN would crush us. I say that's proven by the fact that neither you nor I have left here from the far future yet.
Just a thing I need to check real quick. God fucking damn it.
Oh my god.
How do we know?
How large is this YouTube link?
Damn, there's at least 3 playlists in there.
True.
So basically, we can't do anything. Even with the time leak machine, we can't stop CERN from killing Mayuri 5 hours from now. What the hell was that?
This raccoon in the garage.
At that moment, I hear a sound from outside the window.
Those damn raccoons in my yard.
Is it Moenka? Did she overhear us? I dashed to the window and looked down the street. It's Suzuha. Her bicycle has fallen over and she's scurrying to pick it up.
She would love
Our eyes meet. Huh?
Taro.
Why does she look... Don't do that shit. Why does she look so pale? Her lips move slightly. It looks like she's whispering something, but I can't make it out from here. Hey!
Oh, there she goes.
Oh, she's been pushed in front of a train. I call it to Suzuha, but she leaps on her bike and zips away. She's acting strange.
Really? I thought she was acting normal.
I smell a conspiracy. Moeka was a spy. Could Suzuha be the same? It's too dangerous to trust anyone. Suzuha has exhibited suspicious behavior, though not as much as Moeka has. She's openly hostile towards Kurisu, and she was able to take down certain hit squads single-handedly. Wonder if this missing father of hers really exists. Could he be the John Tidor who's been posting on the internet? What is the meaning of the name Beryl Tidor?
Barrel.
Instinct tells me she knows something. I dash out of the lab. Hey!
Hey!
Oh,
Hey, where you go? There's a fire in Lego City. Quick, build a fire truck. Hey!
A man has fallen for a man in Lego City.
damn it, you beat me to it! I was about to do that exact joke!
It's so
Man has
good.
died in Lego City.
I know I don't have much of a chance of catching her on foot, but I have to try. There's something going on here.
What the heck's going on here?
This is a completely new sequence of events. According to my memories of the future, Suzuha is supposed to remain at the Brontube workshop until 6:30 this evening. But when she overheard me talking to Kurisu,
May,
she suddenly took off like a bat out of hell. Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone in the morning light. Sir, this is a Meatloaf song. This has to mean something.
This is my only response to you, May.
Suzuha's already out of sight, but when she left, she was heading for Chowdori.
The brain rot.
I wonder if her phone's on. Maybe I should just try calling her. Come to think of it, this reminds me of something. On the day she failed to meet her father, she disappeared without a word. Just an email saying bye. I searched the town, but I couldn't find her. I sent an email that changed the past in order to make her stay. I'm pretty sure I lost her near the station back then. What happened on that timeline? Where did Suzuha go after failing to find her father? I searched up and down Shiodori, but I find no trace of Suzuha or her bike. I have to be careful. There could be rounders here. There could already be rounders here in Akiba. One second. I comb the area around the station's main exit, but there's no sign of her anywhere. I lost sight of her before, so I thought she might be close by. Maybe I should corner her on my next time leap. Press her for answers before she can escape. I better go back to the lab.
You may
I start
fight.
walking away from the station, but just then...
Alright. Bye, May.
Later, man.
the people around me gasp and point. Everyone's looking up in the sky.
Satellite.
No, not the sky.
It's Superman.
Yeah.
The satellite embedded in the roof of Radican. Why now?
Again?
It's been there for 2 weeks. It's practically a landmark now. But everyone looks like they're seeing it for the first time.
It's flying. It's flying. It's really, really flying.
So I turn and look up too. Whoa. The lights on the satellite are blinking.
Yep, that's a time machine.
Is someone inside? Who? Suzuha? Or could it be Moeka? The satellite has remained silent through all of my previous time leaps. What has changed? Obviously the fact that Suzuha overheard my conversation with Kurisu. Previously I lost sight of her at the station. In other words, right next to Radikan. Suzuha must be up there!
You're eating your chips very loudly,
Everyone's-
Skipper.
Everyone's staring at the satellite. This is my chance to sneak in without being noticed. The shutters are half open, just as they were when I confronted Moeka. I summon my courage and crawl through the crack. When I get inside, the first thing I do is see Suzuha's bike lying on the floor. So it is her. What is she trying to do? What is that satellite? What is that melody?
Bitch.
How is it related to John Tidor?
Bitch, you already know. Well, we already know.
Is it even a satellite? No one knows for sure. I checked out online and no satellites fell out of orbit that day. When they do, rather by accident or design, they usually burn up in the atmosphere. It's impossible for one to land in such perfect condition. So, what is it then? A jolt suddenly runs through my body. Could it be a time machine?
Yay, he finally figured it out.
There's only one way to know for sure. I need to get there before Suzuha does something.
Damn, it's really stuck in there.
Resident Evil.
The elevator and escalator aren't operating, so I bound up the stairs 2 at a time. My lungs gasp and my legs burn, but I force my body to carry me up to the top. There's the satellite, lodged in Radikan's roof. I noticed the wires holding it in place. The police must have done that so it wouldn't fall. There's a hatch open on the side of the machine. I see something moving inside.
A black fog.
Suzuha! The person freezes when I shout. I run to the satellite.
Hello.
Hi. What are you doing in there?
Suzuha turns to me with a sad expression. Behind her, I can see the interior of the satellite. It's surprisingly simple without the switches and buttons you'd expect. Instead, there's a black box the size of a desktop PC. There are numbers on the screen. 2010, 08, 13. And below that, 1975, 08, 13.
Isn't that the year John Titor showed up?
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Also, note that the date is today at those years.
Eh. Gee.
So...
Don't press it! Don't press it!
Don't you do it! Don't make the
Don't
mistake!
do it!
Don't bad!
No,
Bad
no!
Suzuha, I'm getting
Bad,
flame
bad!
Tackle her!
No! Bad Suzuha!
It's like mods crush her skull.
I'll get you banned on 2chan! Suzuha reaches out to press a button.
Tackle her. Oh.
Sparks burst from the panel. She jerks back, her fingertips burned. What are you doing?
It's not working.
You know how to use that thing?
Bitch.
She doesn't reply. I see her her shoulders sag.
Damn, this time machine's
It's not working.
this time machine's a piece of shit.
Those sparks had to be from an electrical short. My eyes are burning from the smoke.
Oh.
Answer me, Amine Suzuha! I swallow hard, then ask the question. This
Are
is
you-
a time.
Are you the legendary?
Nope.
Are you the legendary?
I'm trying to make a fucking. Trying to take this seriously. This is a time machine, isn't it? Are you a time traveler? With her head hung low, Suzuha nods.
I'm
Yeah.
John Tidal.
That's the end of the chapter. No.
Yeah, if it reaches the end of the chapter, I'll stop. I'm a fan of ending on chapters.
Yeah. I don't think this is the end, though.
There's still a big crowd outside, so we exit the building on the side facing away from the station. Suzuha's calmed down a bit, so I start pressing her for answers. What do you mean you're John Tidor?
Force guide me. I will.
Exactly what it sounds like. I'm the John Tidal who's been posting on @channel.
I thought he was a guy. Suzuha smiles humorlessly.
I fooled you? Guess my camouflage worked then.
Camouflage? Oh, you just fucking lied. That's it.
People lie on the internet? What the fuck?
What do you mean?
You and I
This is
spread
a-
misinformation.
Who are you hiding from?
CERN.
Tuberculosis.
And sexism.
Those stories you posted, were they...
True? Mostly. A few exceptions.
It's his exceptions that bother me. So you came from 2036, and that satellite, that's your time machine.
I was hoping you wouldn't find out. My time machine went and broke on me. I really screwed up.
I thought Taito's time machine was loaded on a Chevy.
Chevy? It's a car, right? Where'd you hear that?
The Tidor in 2000 said so.
2000? That might be me on a different world line. At least, I haven't been to 2000. I came straight here from 2036.
So it was someone else. It's true that Tidor never posted in 2000. Not on the current world line. It doesn't matter, we can worry about it later. What do you know? I press Suzuha for answers, trapping her between me and the wall so she can't escape. You overheard my conversation with Kurisu, right? Why did you run to the time machine? What were you trying to do?
I thought it was my fault.
What?
Because I neglected my mission, CERN was able to put their plan in motion. Is it true?
Suzuha suddenly grabs my shoulders. Whoa, who's confronting who here?
The reversal.
Is it true that CERN killed Shina Mayuri?
It's true. I time leap from 5 hours in the future.
Time leap. that you guys completed your time machine.
Hell yeah, brother.
I need answers! What do you mean it's your fault?
Insert middle six voice line, whose voice I will not do because my throat is that sore.
Zuha bites her lip and looks away.
I'll tell you everything.
Fucking finally. Jesus.
I think you need to know. You and must stay Kurisu.
Kurisu? Why Kurisu? I guess I'll find out if I let Suzuha talk. We should head back to the lab. But first, I offer Suzuha my handkerchief. She looks at me for a second, then takes it, ties it around her burned hand.
Thanks.
You really fucked up your finger. You really fucked up your hand there.
Like Kyoko.
Me looking at my fucking Rimworld pawns, it's like, kill each other, motherfucker! She should probably see a doctor about her hand, but there's no time for that. Mayori's death is approaching. I just hope she's not in too much pain. I wrap a towel around her hand to keep people around us from staring.
Welcome back, Okarin. Oh, Susan with you too.
When we get to the lab, Mayori and Daru are there for some reason.
Get the fuck out of here.
I thought I sent them home. Mayori gives me a ditzy answer when I ask them.
I really thought we should celebrate the birth of Super Family's son. So Daddy Queen and I went shopping.
You motherfuckers don't listen. What? Is it like fucking my words coming from
Every
one ear out the other?
Every character in this game is a dumbass.
I should have known she wouldn't stay away.
A super genius, both simultaneously super geniuses and super dumbass.
Risu looks as worried as I am. She leans close and whispers into my ear.
It's for your real estate. What do we do?
Make absolutely sure Mayuri doesn't find out. Kurisu nods slightly.
Know your fucking business, Daru. Vince.
What are you guys whispering about?
How many times do I have to say it? No party!
Come on, Okarin. That's no fun.
It's not about fun.
You wanna know what also
Don't
not
go-
fine? You dying.
The Queen! They're gonna kill.
What? Daddy?
For the fuck? I glance at Suzuha. She still looks depressed.
Listen, are you feeling okay?
Suzuha, Christina, and I have important matters to discuss. That's why I asked you to leave for the day.
Maybe she wants to hear too.
Oh my fucking god.
I think he's serious.
Susan looks sad. Maybe she's worried.
I will throw you out the window! I will be your cause of death this timeline!
Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Suzuha hangs her head and bites her lip. I know she feels responsible for Mayori's death. But how is she related? That's what I'm here to find out.
I want Shina Mayuri and Heshita Itari to stay. This concerns them too.
What? Are you shitting me?
Go to the Daru hole! If Suzuha says so, then I have no objections.
Apollo walks in.
Everyone just looks at Apollo.
Jesus Christ.
It has been a long ass time since you made that noise.
Me and one of my opponents bat mass. And I have a whip.
You're trying to get me to do my angel dust voice, and you're not gonna get it.
No, it was Castlevania, goddammit.
I stand by what I said.
Goddammit. But
I quietly pull her aside and remind her not to tell them about Mayori's impending death. Then I quickly explain Suzuha's true identity, that she posted on @channel as John Tidor, that the satellite is really a time machine, that she came from the year 2036.
Damn.
Girl from the future. That's awesome. Can I shake your hand?
We're not playing around here, Daru.
What year were you born?
Whoa!
2017.
She'd be 7 years old right now.
Okay, 7 years. You haven't been born yet, but
Just-
you're here. Uh,
There's no time to deal with Mayori's confusion. Alright, Suzuha, let's hear it.
Well, the gist is what I posted on that channel. I came from the future, the year 2036. In my time, the world is a dystopia ruled by CERN. There's no war, no conflict, but no freedom either.
Dystopia?
A society where every activity is controlled by the government. In a dystopia, you're not allowed to eat bananas unless today is a banana eating day. If you break that rule, they throw you in jail without a trial.
That's terrible! Why you keep us bananas?
So, good news and bad news. You won't have to. Good news is you won't have to live through a dystopia. The bad news is you won't be. You won't have to live.
Good news is you live in a dystopia. Bad news is you live in a dystopia.
Forget about the bananas.
I'm part of the resistance fighting to free humanity from CERN's control.
Ah, Terminator.
I came to the past to change my present. From your point of view, I guess I should say the future. To change the future.
Ah, so Silver the Hedgehog.
No. Never Silver the Hedgehog. Change the future. She doesn't sound like she's joking.
What about finding your father? Was that a lie?
Yeah, what about Beryl?
Suzuha doesn't answer. Does that mean it was a lie?
CERN is a research institution. They don't have political power. I explained that to John Tidor several times online.
Online?
Wait, what?
Wait. Don't tell me. You're Kurigohan and Kamehameha.
That was you, bitchin'?
Yes.
Karisu turns red and looks away.
In retrospect, it makes sense.
Yeah. Tyler came forward, so it's only fair that I do too. Shut the
In
fuck.
that case, I'll come clean true. I was posting under my true name. Ho and Co. You.
I know.
I know.
Oh, you harmonized. Very.
Suzuha frowns. She must not like having anything in common with Karisu. She clears her throat and continues.
CERN is still a research institution in 2036. The world is actually ruled by CERN's secret factors, a committee of 300.
Oh, so that's who
See,
you are.
I told you I wasn't crazy! The Committee of 300? They're real? That name was in CERN's top secret documents.
When CERN successfully completed their time machine, they became the sole entity with power over the fourth dimension, time.
Good by him.
In just 2 years, they remade the world to serve their purpose.
John Cenobite.
Just 2 years. That's only an objective time. I bet CERN's time travelers spent many decades leaping back and forth across history, building the foundation of CERN's rule.
That brings us to you, Maxia Kurisu.
Suzuha glares at Karisu.
In 2036, you're popularized as the mother of the time machine.
What? Apothecized?
That's not good. That is oh boy.
It's
In Japanese, please. I'm gonna strangle this man.
Apotheosized, as in revered, respected.
Yeah, that's it.
She keeps using unusual vocabulary. Or maybe that's normal vocabulary in 2036.
maybe it's stupid.
I don't know, I haven't heard of
All I've
yeet.
heard of is the term apostle.
Respected, huh? I am?
In 2010, you pioneered time loop technology. Afterwards, you contribute to the development of CERN's time machine. That's what I know about Maxia Kurisu.
Is that why she treats Karisu as the enemy? Then I must be the father of the time machine, right?
The fuck you mean? I don't need no man.
Ekabedintaro is a terrorist in 2036. You're pretty infamous.
Amazing.
Seriously? I'm a terrorist in the future?
Not surprising.
I helped CERN build their time machine. I don't believe it. I can believe it. CERN experiments on people against their will. They're a disgrace to scientists everywhere. I would never collaborate with them.
But
But
Hold
that's
on.
how it is in the future.
How did the future me explain herself?
We've never met. By
Oh.
2036, you're already dead. Sorry.
Well, that's just great.
I have the feeling in my gut that Susuha telling them all of this is gonna change the timeline somehow.
I mean, I'm sure now that they're aware.
I don't even make it to 50?
Maybe this is her way of preventing her future from happening.
Or is this the kind of thing where, like, your fate is sealed, you can't do anything about it even with the knowledge of it or whatever?
That would suck.
A more cynical take on it.
I always thought that time was never fixed.
Space, time, reality. It's more than a linear path.
In my time, there are two kinds of people. Those who live extremely long lives, and those who die young under suspicious circumstances.
Let me guess, Kurisu got murked.
People who act against CERN are erased.
Then how am I known as a terrorist?
They erased me?
Suzuha looks into Kurisu's eyes. For once, she's not glaring at Kurisu.
So, wait a minute. So you are mad at a dead woman that literally has nothing to do... Well, has something to do with it, but without her... Well, you were literally mad at someone that probably had no consent in doing this. Bitch.
Maybe you were being used by CERN too. Maybe they took your parents hostage and forced you to work on their time machine. Maybe you were being used by CERN too.
No. Does that mean Mama's in danger?
Kurisu's mother is in America. It's not terribly difficult to imagine CERN kidnapping her while Kurisu's away. After all, I watched Moeka kill Mayuri in cold blood. Rounders. Fitz?
What's that?
CERN's private army, or something like that. Suzuha nods. I just realized that was my line.
Ah, so they're like,
On paper, they're an independent technology research firm. In reality, they do the dirty work for CERN all over the world.
According to Moeka, they have two chief duties. First of all, to acquire IBM 5100s, the only computers that can access CERN's secret database. Second, to find promising scientists in the field of time, travel and force them to cooperate with CERN, or eliminate them if they will not.
So they already exist. I thought they might. In my time, they're our number one enemy. They're our number one enemy.
ah, so they're like the Ark of Night militia. Okay.
Dirty work? Does that mean, like, kidnappings and assassinations?
Suzuha looks at me with a question in her eyes. I shake my head.
In my time, yes. But I don't think they've reached that level in this time yet.
Wesker, a part of the PSAA.
Daru is visibly relieved.
Amane-san, you said that most of what you posted as John Titor was true, right?
Right.
Does that mean you know how the universe works? You claim that the Everett Wheeler model, the many worlds interpretation, is correct.
That was a lie. Camouflage that certainly wouldn't target me.
Well,
If I mix one lie into the truth, then the bad apple spoils the barrel.
that's actually kind of clever.
The bad apple
So you don't
spoils
know.
the barrel. I do. By 2036, scientists have successfully modeled the structure of the universe. And it's not the many worlds interpretation.
Really? Tell me!
Attractor fields.
Right. I told you by mail, didn't I?
What sort of model is that?
The universe is made up of world lines and attractor fields.
Suzuha walks over to Mayuri's sewing table and picks up a ball of red yarn.
Oh god.
Oh, we're conspiracy boarding! Pepe Sylvia! She holds one end of the yarn and drops the ball on the floor. Then holds about a meter of yarn in front of her face.
The universe is like this piece of yarn. Countless possible world lines exist side by side, branching out to infinity. From a distance, it looks like a single string. When you look closer, the string is actually made up of individual threads woven together. At the end, those threads converge on a single point. The paths are different, but the destination is the same.
Isn't that determinism?
Determinism?
Close. This model's a little looser.
Just puts a picture of a real life
from a many worlds.
there.
You could say it's cherry picked from the many worlds interpretation and the Copenhagen interpretation. The branches all lead. Oh, it's your. Oh.
If the branches all lead to the same place, does that mean there's only one world in the end?
Exactly. The bundle of world lines that share a point of convergence is called an attractor field.
You cannot convince me this is just like a picture someone took.
There are also many attractor fields. This string is attractor field alpha. The threads are alpha world lines.
Suzuha then cuts meter lengths of blue, yellow, and white yarn.
Blue is beta, yellow is gamma, and white is delta. Each is made up of countless beta world lines, gamma world lines, or delta world lines.
She twists the different colored strings together, then stretches them out as one fat, multicolored string.
Attractor fields are superpositioned like this. In each attractor field, the world lines converge on a different result. They don't interact. Each attractor field is independent of the others. Of course, they all diverge from a common point somewhere in the past, and they will all converge again at some point in the future. But that takes many hundreds of years. You can think of the attractor field as very long world lines.
Tsunaroge? Oh, erotic one. Shut your mouth!
There's
Punch!
no erotic one here.
God, Father, help me.
No, he's right. It is like an eroge. Each heroine's root is an attractor field, and the small choices within are the individual world lines.
It is significant.
Help.
I mean, technically correct. But in the end, they all enter the true route for the grand ending. And we're just gonna... Whatever.
I'm getting
Damn.
the cross. I will actually get the cross.
You guys are hopeless.
I'm done with this.
Better do something quick.
What?
Please relax.
No.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Me neither anymore.
Do you understand?
Just ignore them.
Not really.
They're idiots.
Let me get this straight. The reason I can't save Mayuri is that her death is the event upon which this attractor field converges.
Yeah, cannon event.
But that means the world really is killing Mayuri.
Damn, this really is fucking bleak.
Then isn't it impossible to change the future? It always converges in the end, right? No matter what you do, the result is the same. Oh, it is going with that interpretation, I see.
That's
Well, that's
right.
unfortunate.
That's why Mayuri dies no matter how many times I leap.
We have to escape Attractor Field Alpha.
Oh, so take your time machine. Oh, wait. Never mind, your time machine's broken.
Well, no, this is a lot more complicated than that.
So what you're saying?
I can already tell you what.
So what you're
I can already tell what's happening here. Basically, all the time machines, except for, I think most notably, D-Mail, are just moving along a single world line. Remember all those screens that had the numbers pop up when we used D-Mail?
Yeah.
I think those numbers are different world lines.
So what? We're
Escape?
just fucked then?
In other words, we're going to jump to World Line in Attractor Field Beta.
I thought attractor fields couldn't interact.
Is that why attractor fields are normally separate, but if we go to the instant they diverge,
The instant they diverge. Is that now?
We created an alternate timeline.
Ah, yes. Fortnite.
Fortnite didn't exist in 2010.
I was taught that a major divergence
I'm
occurs in
talking about
2010.
the meaning of leaping, you bozo. We just need to
I
go
thought
to
that a major
Fortnite.
divergence occurs in 2010.
That's dimension hopping, you twit!
I want them to add Bill Overbeck to Fortnite.
That's never
This year.
happening.
Earth-shattering event causes divergence at the attractor field level. The last time such a divergence occurred was in the year 2000, and before that, in 1991.
Earth-shattering events.
What
William
happened those years?
arrives in Fortnite.
What happened those years? Events that changed the face of the world.
Oh, 9/11.
Huh?
No,
that
that's
was
2001.
2001.
Oh.
Huh? Oh.
1991 was the collapse of the Soviet Union, right? But what happened in 2000? 2001 had the 9/11 attacks. Oh my god! Oh my god, you're not gonna say what I think you're gonna say, are you?
What? What? Oh no.
Suzuha?
Oh no. Oh no.
If
Oh,
the
no.
words you... If the... Shut the fuck up. If the next sentence... you say has the letters Y2K in it, I'm going to kill you.
I think that's what she's gonna say.
Brace yourselves.
Year 2000
Okay.
problems.
It is Y2K.
Oh my!
No! Oh.
I'm going
I
to
have breached containment. I have breached containment.
No.
No one is
Put it
safe.
back in the cage.
I'm not going back in the box. Daru.
Y2K? But that was just hype. Nothing happened.
This is stupid.
Just because the Alpha War line we're on represents a world where Y2K didn't occur.
So in other words, there are worlds where it did occur.
And that brings us to 2010. Did something big happen this year? What else could it be?
Suzuha looks towards the development room.
But the creation of humanity's first time machine. Oh yeah! Wow!
Damn, we're famous. Oh no, we're famous.
Oh no,
One
we're
more.
famous.
One more question.
Karisu keeps plowing ahead.
Ayo.
Go to Daru's hole!
No.
I guess that's what makes her a scientist.
These world lines aren't parallel worlds, are they? This isn't the multiverse theory, is it? Oh, thank God.
Oh god damn it.
No. Ultimately, there's possibilities that exist simultaneously.
So what you're saying is Peacemaker would not show up at that front door. Then how do you observe the difference between world lines? Would you need a god's eye view to do that? Man.
Normally. However,
Suzuha looks at me. Don't tell me. Reading Steiner?
My fucking God.
that what you call it? Alphabeting subtle. You have the power to observe changes across world lines, correct?
He really is the Messiah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's the key. Your power is the key to freeing the world from Stern's rule. You're the chosen one. You have the power of a god.
Don't say that. It's gonna get over in his head.
Silence, peon!
I have multiple reasons why I don't agree with that. And one of those is you're gonna get because he's gonna get hit with the idiot stick.
When I'm God, everyone will die.
Oh dear.
I'm the chosen one.
My power.
If you escape Attractor Field Alpha and reach a Beta world line, then the result will change.
Oh yeah, didn't that happen in like the beginning of chapter 1 or chapter 0? Like
Maybe.
Yeah, like Kurisu died. Kurisu died.
yeah, Karisu died and then he like jumped world lines.
I feel a shiver of excitement. So
Oh
there's
wait,
hope.
could that have been Stern's doing? Kurisu
Probably.
dying?
Can I say I can save Mayuri? Suzuha nods firmly. Then I must do it. I have no choice.
Wait a second. We need to play this game a lot more times to get the true ending.
Wait, but during that time, around the time that Kurisu died, she was claiming that.
Ow, 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 fuck!
You alright?
My foot.
Oh.
Kurisu, however, is not so enthusiastic.
Was she claiming that time travel didn't actually exist, or something along those lines?
You're asking too many questions. How do we know this is all true? What if Amane-san is just making stuff up? Bitch!
What? I'm not making stuff up!
Calm down, I'm not trying to pick a fight. I still have questions. 1. How do you know about Okabe's power? 2. How do you know Okabe and I were in Akihabara in 2010? Don't you know a little too much for someone born in 2017?
What are books? She has a point. Everyone looks to Suzuha.
Explain!
It was written in Dad's will.
So Barrel Tidor is real!
His will?
What do you mean?
His will was what made me decide to time travel. My dad was one of the founding members of the Resistance. He hid from CERN and researched time travel on his own. He wanted to change the future.
So your dad was... Nah, I'm not... I was gonna make the same joke again.
But CERN killed him. That's why I'm here, to fulfill his dream.
I'm sorry.
Suzuha doesn't look at Kurisu. She still seems to have a grudge against her.
Bitch.
Kurisu would never actively cooperate with CERN, I know that. But I can't just say it in front of Suzuha.
You admitted she may have been forced into it.
I mean, to be fair, at the end of the day, Kurisu is still worshipped as though she were a god.
I'm trying to think about what's an example of someone dying but then worship? Oh yeah, that one guy in Dead Space.
I was gonna say one of any number of celebrities, but
I wasn't gonna. I'm not doing that. That's too simple.
I am reminded immediately about how WWE treated the Ultimate Warrior. Fuck the Ultimate Warrior. Homophobic piece of fucking shit. For some reason, Suzuha really does see Kurisu as responsible for the problems of our future. But if that's the case, why doesn't Suzuha just kill Kurisu? Wouldn't that change the future too? Maybe she can't. Road lines converge. No matter how hard I struggle, Mayuri dies. Similarly, it might be impossible for Suzuha to kill Kurisu, no matter how much she may want to. Suzuha killed Kurisu in the Chapter 0 timeline.
Oh! Was it done?
That's absolutely what that means. You cannot convince me otherwise. Suzuha clears her throat as if to change the subject.
That kind of makes sense. Aki, how about 2010? The time machine created here accelerates CERN's own time machine research.
I bet it did a whole lot of fucking nothing.
We have to stop that from happening in order to guide history in a new direction.
Stop it!
Fitz?
Ow! I saw.
CERN already knows about us. That's clear from Awaka's attack.
God believes that the ultimate cause was the very first email you sent with your time machine.
An email? It wasn't because they caught us hacking.
Like I said, nobody can catch my hacking.
Which email are you talking about?
I know. Wasn't it the email Okarin sent that said Chris Chan died?
Right. The email I sent Daru right after Dr. Nakabachi's conference.
Oh, that.
I've been added 1 second. Just checking something real quick.
No.
Oh, that's on sale. Back then, we hadn't realized that the phone wave, named subject to change, was a time machine.
Damn. We shouldn't have sent that email.
CERN probably intercepted that email and realized what it meant.
They were already onto us back then. Come to think of it, the first time I met Moeka was the day I sent that email.
I blame Okabe for this.
I'm innocent, I didn't know.
We really jumped in the deep end, huh?
I'm in too deep, and I'm trying to keep.
What?
What?
Mayuki's good at the breaststroke.
Here comes Daru about to say something stupid.
Ah!
Oh my god. I need some liquor in me.
But how did they intercept our email? Hundreds of millions of emails are sent around the world each day.
CERN uses the Echelon network to collect communications pertaining to time travel research worldwide.
Ah yes. Third echelon, Splinter Cell.
Echelon? It really exists? As an expert on conspiracies, I understand the implications and they terrify me. No one else seems to get what Suzuha's saying, though.
Echelon sees everything. Any transmission that even hints at time travel is filtered and sent to CERN.
For example, an email that appeared to have come from the future.
We need to find the record of that email in CERN's database and delete it. If you do that, then CERN will never know you exist. The time machine will be completed in 2034. If we're lucky, the program may be shut down entirely.
In other words, deleting that data will take us to the attractor field where CERN doesn't build the time machine.
Also, Carisi's dead. Until then.
There wasn't any data like that when we hacked CERN's database.
The IBN 5100.
Womp womp.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
Of course, CERN's IBN 5100 database.
That's probably where they store the data from Echelon.
So that's what it is. Damn it, Daru! Why didn't we use the IBN 5100 earlier?
Yeah, Daru, what the fuck?
We never had one?
What are you talking about?
Oh.
I got one, remember?
Huh?
Right, that was on a different world line. On this world line, I never found the IBN 5100.
My mission is to make sure you acquire an IBN 5100.
You have one?
Damn, you're useless.
Suzuha shakes her head.
I'm going to 1975 to obtain one.
1975, the year the IBN 5100 went to market. I know because the John Tidor in 2000 said that was his mission. Was that John Tidor Suzuha too? Alright, I think I'm gonna stop it here because it's after 11:30.
Alright.
Alrighty.
We just